jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballer's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Eeny, meeny, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back. I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set! 70 Timberwolves, trap 60, trap 60! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates!
And Richardson will throw to start out here. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 3, 18, 5 here. Let's go.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, a run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Richardson. Forced out to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Oh, this this one and may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
60, Buffalo 18.
Now it's Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That has been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal.
Cut 19.
Richardson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Jets.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it now with Gray. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 7-7, our score after 1.
End of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing here, Purdy. And this throw will be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. A little juke. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Off play action, Richardson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run with Hall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Hurry.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets have taken the lead. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices, go!
They'll give to Hall. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Richardson working from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there. And it winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Purdy now to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
obviously this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, or even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Right, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And now here's another interception. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
By the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball again. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Uncorks one for Davis. And got his man complete. It's a big play that time by the Jets. And even 40 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And now they're in the hurry-up. In motion right is Davis.
First down, New York.
Hall on a give up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs. And
it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. He cuts the lead to 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson looking to throw this. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it, and the Colts pick it up.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Purdy from the gun. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. There's Hall bringing in another one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy with one final shot here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Giants.